Hi, my name is Dr.
Gaukhar Baidildinova.
This video is a part of my lectures on evidence-based medicine and epidemiology. As you can see in the diagram, sources of information in medicine and biology can be divided into three categories. I talked about this scheme in more detail in a video about biomedical databases. This lecture is dedicated to gray literature and national health organizations. Gray literature includes unpublished research, preprints, conference proceedings, dissertations, presentations, government documents, and other relevant materials that aren't published in scholarly journals and don't appear in database searches. Why use gray literature? A truly unbiased search aims to find unpublished literature in many places, including excerpts from collections, white papers, clinical trial registries, and manual searches. It's important to include gray literature because it may contain vital insights that haven't yet made it into traditional publications. I've created my own classification for gray literature. I want to emphasize that this is a personal classification, not an officially recognized one, so it may not be 100% reliable. I've divided gray literature into databases and materials from official organizations. On the slide, you can see 4 databases I want to highlight: Biosis Previews, OpenGray, GrayNet, and Gray Literature Report. I must admit, I only became familiar with these sites when I started searching for information intentionally. Prior to that, I hadn't encountered them in my scientific practice. Let's go over each of them briefly. Biosis Previews includes minutes from many meetings that may not be available electronically elsewhere. OpenGray is an interdisciplinary database containing technical reports, meetings, dissertations, and official publications, mainly focusing on European sources. It includes entries in biomedicine, economics, and the humanities. GrayNet is an organization dedicated to promoting and facilitating the use of gray literature. It offers a list of gray literature resources, including GraySource. The Gray Literature Report is a bi-monthly print publication from the New York Academy of Medicine. It lists recently published medical and public health reports, with archives searchable using MIASH terms. Additionally, I'll leave a link to a checklist for gray literature resources, which you can use to explore these databases further. Official organizations. Now, let's look at organizations that deal with gray literature. I've divided them into Kazakhstani and foreign organizations. I will not talk about Kazakhstani since this is the lecture in English and will go straight to foreign medical organizations. There are, of course, many more foreign medical organizations. Rather than overwhelming you with too many names, I will highlight 5 that I've encountered the most in my work: WHO, FDA, CDC, NIH, and EMA. The WHO, for example, is active on Instagram, where you can stay updated on global health issues, including the latest about COVID-19 and vaccines. When visiting the WHO's Instagram page, you can find various news pieces, including those about Ukraine, from a public health perspective. There's also a tab for country-specific information, including Kazakhstan. For example, if you look up Kazakhstan on the WHO's site, you'll find data on life expectancy, the percentage of GDP invested in the healthcare system, and infant mortality rates. World Health Organization is a great source for the main health-related statistics by diseases, countries, and regions. FDA, Food and Drug Administration. The FDA is a federal agency within the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services responsible for protecting public health through the regulation and supervision of various products. Its primary responsibilities include ensuring the safety and efficacy of human and veterinary drugs, biological products, and medical devices, overseeing food safety and cosmetics, regulating tobacco products, advancing public health by speeding up medical innovations, providing science-based information to the public about medical products and food. CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC is the National Public Health Agency of the United States, focused on disease prevention and control. Its key roles include detecting and responding to new and emerging health threats, conducting scientific research on diseases and health issues, promoting healthy communities and best health practices, developing the public health workforce, tackling leading causes of death and disability in the U.S. The CDC operates numerous specialized laboratories across the country and is often the primary agency communicating critical health information to the public. NIH, National Institutes of Health. The NIH is the primary agency of the U.S. government responsible for biomedical and public health research. It conducts its own scientific research and provides funding for research at universities and medical schools throughout the country. EMA, European Medicines Agency. The EMA is a decentralized agency of the European Union responsible for the evaluation and monitoring of medicines in the EU. Its main functions include scientific evaluation of medicines developed for use in the EU, monitoring the safety of medicines through pharmacovigilance, providing scientific advice to pharmaceutical companies, preparing guidelines for medicine development, coordinating inspections to ensure compliance with good manufacturing practices. The EMA works with a network of national regulatory authorities and experts from EU member states. It's important to note that while the EMA evaluates medicines, the European Commission makes the final decision on marketing authorizations.